my work got canceled because we have to evacuate from the fires here in Northern Ontario. So I thought I'd do some Qigong. Maybe I'll just do it live here to clear my stress, share this practice with others, and maybe feel a little bit better. Now, it's pretty warm in here right now. It's humid. There's still a bit of smoke in the air. So let's just keep it light, keep it easy, and we'll just do some practice to help center, relax. And it's going to help us to unwind for the evening, because I'm about to go to sleep shortly after this. So let's start with placing one hand on the chest, one hand on the lower belly, and breathing in, belly, ribs, chest. So breathe in, belly expands, ribs and chest, and then exhale, chest, ribs and belly. Breathing in, and breathing out, chest, ribs and belly. Just continuing to breathe nice and slow. And breathe out. And in. And exhale, arms down to the side. Now let's do a bit of stretching through the neck and shoulders. In the evening, it can be good to keep it easy and just clear some of that physical stress in the body. So I'm going to place hands down out to the side with the thumbs face down like that. Back of the hands forward. Breathing in through the nose. And then exhale, you can lean to one side and lengthen through the fingers. So I can't see it that well. And that can be a really nice stretch through the arms and the neck. And then you just hold it and breathe into it. You only go as far as it feels comfortable for you. So for you, it's like that. Just give that a try. Then breathe in. And you exhale to the other side. And you stretch through there. And then when you're ready, breathe the head up. Exhale, the arms come down. And then we'll do some shoulder rolls to clear stress from the shoulders. So roll in and exhale down. So as you breathe in, you roll the shoulders up, back and down, and you exhale down. Like that. And then change directions, roll it back, forward and down. It's nice to remove that tension that builds up during the day in the neck and shoulders. Bring movement into the spine as well. You want to be massaging that point, because if you don't, you get tension built up in the neck and shoulders, you get chi stagnation, brain fog, and then even you can feel down and anxious Probably just because you're not moving enough. Sometimes like you're so stressed and then you get up and you move and you're like, oh, I feel so much better. It's like, okay, nice. Now we're going to do the pump. So make sure you have room to do this. I've got a bit of room. So you bring the arms up. Make sure I don't hit that ceiling fan. Exhale top. And pump. Now doing this in the evening can be good as a way of purging or clearing the tension of the day. Breathe in, exhale. It kind of looks like this. You're just relaxing through your fingers and your arms, and you're throwing them backwards, kind of pumping your legs and your body together. I'm not going super low this time. And one more time, breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and slow down. So that's called the pump. It's a good way of clearing stress and creating warmth in the body. As part of doing the Qigong practice, you want to warm up, stretch, breathe, bring some warmth and movement to the body. And then we're going to go into a flow later on in the practice. So just tune in after that. If you're just joining in as well, you can just stand up, find somewhere comfortable, and you can tune into the body. Nice, slow breathing. Feel into your face, your shoulders, your hands, down through your legs. And then you bring your hands low, palms facing up. Breathe in as hands float up. Hands turn away as you look toward the ceiling. And exhale, reverse. Hands float down, palms face up. This is a flow called holding up the earth. Breathing, looking up. And exhale, float down. Hands face up. And breathe in. And exhale. And one more time. Breathing in. Hands float up. And exhale. Hands float down. Nice. So in these flows, it's a combination of the slow moving with the mindful breath. It helps to create the sense of calm and balance in our mind-body system. Okay. So now another movement we can try is called the fountain. So here, back of the hands come in, breathing. Exhale, arms out to the side. Float back. And then you float in like this. Hands float out. Exhale, hips back. And down. And float up. So this is called a flow. Now in Qigong practice, you've got stretches, self-massage, you've got more vigorous movements, and then we have the flow. And the flow is a really important part of the practice. So this is a part of the practice that's like really the moving meditation aspect of Qigong. We're moving with slow intention. And also, this is where you're circulating the Qi in the life force energy. So breathe in. Hands out to the side, exhale, forward. Nice and slow, exhale. And breathe in. then you can actually come down and hold the hands in front of the lower abdomen. And you can tune into your body, feeling down through your face, your hands, your arms, down to your feet. And as you breathe slowly, you can actually move the hands back and forth. And then when you're warm and activated, you can actually feel that subtle magnetism or tingling in your hands and the abdomen. And in Qigong theory, in Chinese medicine, this is considered the lower dantian, or the elixir field. And this is said to be where you're trying to really build up and strengthen this reservoir, this area with qi. And it's also the physical center of the body as well. So this is the area where, in terms of weight, like that's your actual center. In terms of weight, but also in Qigong theory, your qi. Okay. And then we can go into tree sways in the wind. So you turn to the side, breathe in, hands float up. Turn to the center and exhale. Hands float out to the side. Nice. Other side. And float. And turn. Inhale. Back to center. And exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Cool. Now this next is a Qigong stance. Stand hip width apart, knees slightly bent, arms forward. Your head flows up towards the ceiling, and just breathe in the stance. Then exhale your left arm down, shift the weight and turn to the side. And turn. And then back to the center. Hands come low. Exhale, float hands forward. Out to the side. And back. Knees slightly bend. Forward. As you exhale, your hands float forward. The knees come up and you float back. And so that's the earth flow. You're feeling your feet on the floor, connecting to gravity, and you're moving slowly with the mindful breath. Exhale forward. Inhale, hands come around. And exhale, hands are floating forward. Inhale. And then after that, I'm going to ceiling fan. So that one's really about connecting to the earth, feeling grounded. When we do movements, it affects how we feel. Okay, that's the premise. Now inhale, hands float up. And you exhale, your hands float down, pulling down the sky. So this movement's really good for blood circulation, chi circulation. As you exhale, your hands float down like this. And as you breathe in, your hands float up to the side. Exhale, pulling down the sky. So in Qigong, these gentle flows are really good for relaxation. This is a good one to do in the evening before bed. I like to end a lot of my routines with this movement. It's for the triple warmer. Breathe in. Exhale, hands float down. And hands float up. And exhale down. Cool, now I'm going to bring one hand low, palm face up. Other hand comes out to the side. And then you exhale down the center like that. And your intention is to center the practice and the energy that you've cultivated in the practice. You feel grounded, centered, present. Inhale. And exhale. And then you cross hands, one hand over the other, over the abdomen. And relax your face, neck, and shoulders. Take a few mindful breaths here. So your hands on your belly and slow deep breathing to finish the practice. Excellent. All right, for those of you who followed along, I hope you enjoy this short 20-minute Qigong practice. This is a good evening to do before bed. We clear stress from the neck and shoulders, did a nice 5-element flow, grounded, centered, and cleared away some of that stress from the day before to go into the evening feeling good. Qigong is a simple practice, guys. Enjoy it every day you can. And I will see you in the next video. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.